and welcome everyone to the Husky Barbus podcast. This is one of your Husky Barbus, Ariel, and
Jonathan, I'm
he's
back.
he's back! Yay! No more boring shit. We want just me. No more bore fest. Hallelujah! Thank you, Jesus. So, how was your vacation, buddy?
It was good. Just went over to Maryland for about 5 days, 5 nights, 6 days. Not too bad.
Didn't run
Five,
into Omar.
no Omar, no.
Well, it's
Did,
Omar. Omar sadly passed away though.
oh, I didn't know who that is.
Yeah, the actor who played Omar in The Wire was in
Yeah.
Baltimore. The series was based in Baltimore.
Yeah, there was another show that HBO did that was based out in Baltimore. It's with the guy that played the Punisher for what's his name? Johnny.
John
Played,
Barenthal.
yeah, he did a show that was based out of Baltimore with I forgot the name of it though. It was a fucked up series though. It was only on HBO Max.
Oh
It
no, The
was
Wire was pretty fucked up.
yeah, yeah. So I don't know what they're trying to do up in Baltimore, but shit.
No, Baltimore. I've been told that it's not for the good Christian boys.
No, I mean you could go to the inner harbor, and then the moment you leave that section, which is probably about 5, 6, 7 blocks, it gets pretty bad.
Mm.
You can see everything starts changing.
Okay, it's like going to DR then.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Yeah. And I don't shit on DR. I am Dominican, so I can say because I lived there and my wife got mugged twice coming home. So I have authority to speak about
I'm
this.
half, so half of me knows what you're talking about.
So yeah. So vacation was good. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank God. But now
Back to the real world tomorrow.
yeah. And the less said about that the better. Anyway.
I love my job.
To lies,
I
deceitfulness.
don't know what you're talking about.
That be lies.
I missed the people.
Lies.
I missed the group.
Okay.
Did miss the group.
Okay. We'll leave it at that. So it's like the gift that keeps on giving. This dude, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. It's like every week he has
Mac Daddy. We're gonna call it Mac
his
Daddy.
dingus has to go. But like wait, there's more.
Hold on. Hold my beer.
It's his stories are gonna be ending up longer than Tommy Lee's dick.
Yeah, I heard that came out on Instagram for a quick second.
Oh yeah, no, the dude. I mean, I don't know what pills he took that morning, but he was like, "Let me show the other part of the planet that hasn't seen my dick."
I don't think anyone has not seen it.
I mean,
watched that tape for Pamela Anderson.
Yes, I mean,
yeah, that's
he and Pamela Anderson are practically responsible for internet porn.
yeah, because right after that one came out, she came out with one with the other rocker. What's his name? Brett Michaels.
Oh yeah, because they had previous relations, and also well no, I don't think so. Well, anyway, so yeah, Vinnie Mac again in the news because again he paid hush money to
$5 million.
$5 million.
I think it's like two other people with the same amount, $5 million each.
I mean, this has become like an oil rig. It's like everywhere they hit, they just boom, black gold. In this case, is another color. Anyway,
we'll talk about that one.
Use your imagination. Anyway, I mean, what in God's name? Like you hear that this guy's a workaholic, that he works 24/7, that he's up until wee hours in the morning in the gym, and you're like, what time does he have for effing?
Well, I mean, wee hours of the morning, gym, getting my Succalamika on, and then right back to WWE.
Oh my God, I mean, like, what time does this man have running a multi-dimensional empire? Because WWE is not just wrestling; they like they have to do promotions.
And
Uh,
you got promotions, you got shows now. They're just doing a bunch of
yes,
stuff, all
it's like
different
it's
focus
a
things.
very busy thing to like. I mean, not that we know Stephanie, but we can ask her now that she has her dad's position. Like, yo, is this hard? And she'll be like, I would imagine she would be like, yeah, yeah.
But I mean, she had what is she half? So there's
She's
another guy
half,
doing
yeah.
other
And
things,
Nick Khan,
and you also
the
got
angel
Triple
of
H
death.
doing his thing.
Nick Khan, the angel of death. Because you remember all those cuts that WWE had since the pandemic until
Yeah,
like it was
supposedly,
him, all him. It was all him.
Triple H is getting a lot of those people back.
Yeah, he's brought a few back ever since he took position. I mean, he brought Karrion Cross back. He's brought a bunch of a couple of female wrestlers, and now he brought back a group that he had in NXT called Hit Row, which did debut in WWE the main roster last year, for like maybe a week until Vince told him to get the f out of here.
Yeah, supposedly they're going from PG now to PG-14.
Not yet, not yet.
But
There's
that's what the plan is.
Yeah, eventually. The product right now will be more violent. That's what has been said, and they're going to be more centered into a wrestling, and not so much sports entertainment. They're going to
Well,
be
that was the Attitude Era. It wasn't entertainment. It was
it,
storyline. I'm gonna bash your brains in. And you get two great wrestlers in the ring, and they did their thing.
and WWE has a good roster, so it's just that they need the right creativity to push those guys and make them look good.
Hopefully, Triple H.
No, they're already planting the seeds. For example, Kevin Owens, they're bringing back the old Kevin Owens from NXT. Kevin Owens from NXT, when he debuted, his thing was like taking people out. He was taking people out. Like Sami Zayn became the champion. And the very night he became champion, took him out. the very night he became champion, he powerbombed through the apron of the ring. The hardest part of the ring, he powerbombed him there.
He kind of reminds me of, and we talked about this before because Austin gave him his move.
The Stunner.
Stone Cold just, he reminds me a little bit of him. When I do see a little bit of there and there when I was flipping through channels. If there's nothing on, I'll put it on just to see what the heck is going on. But he reminds me of, like you said, taking people out. Austin didn't take no shit. He came in. He didn't care if you were Vince McMahon, the president. He didn't give a fuck who you were. You're in his way. He's taking you out. He clotheslined Vince McMahon through a group of freaking policemen. I mean, come on.
That's why it was hot, because he didn't give a damn. Now you should see Kevin Owens, or more rather his indie name or his real name, Kevin Steen. That's his real name, Kevin Steen. You should see him back when he was doing the indies, and he did. What was it like? The Super Best Friends Tag Team Champions of the Universe was him, the Young Bucks, and Adam Cole, and he did one of the best promos in history. He says he was cussing the hell, because in the indies you can cuss. You don't have no sponsors or anything, so you can just wail it.
Yeah.
Go ECW style on it. So he was like, and he was saying motherfucker and shit and all that stuff, with the Young Bucks right there. They're like, wait a minute, you guys can't say that. You good Christian boys. You guys are
I'll
good.
do it for you.
But I'll say that because I don't give a shit. And the Young Bucks are so business savvy. They print T-shirts out of every expression that comes out about them. So they even printed "Good Christian Boys." They made T-shirts "Good Christian Boys."
It's a hit, and it fits. Look at what happened when Austin went through that last phase of it. What? How many fucking T-shirts did he sell?
Yes, and that was like the most annoying catchphrase in the world.
I hated it, but it sold merchandise.
What?
But it sold merchandise. It's good. And if it catches, go roll with it.
Yep.
It's gonna make you money. So Vinnie Mac, $5 million too. two other people for getting his little dingling
Minkia.
played with.
It's like I really don't know. Well, the different people have power, and they have apparently almost the exact same way of how to abuse that power through the. I mean, and notice how people with abusive power always end up with a dick. It always ends up with a dick because they think with a dick. They're dicks. So they have to like literally manifest what they are. Exposing their dinglings out there. Like it's I really cannot relate because I don't have the money or the sexual expertise. Well, I wouldn't call that a sexual expertise. I would call that predatory behavior.
Yeah, that's like
because you're basically turning women unwillingly into whores. Unwillingly. They're not. It's not like they're like, yes, let me throw away my morals and suck your dick. Let me throw away.
Not because you're not my boss. It's because I want to do it.
Yes, let me suck your dick now. Yes, that makes me such a good human being now. Oh yes, the fact that you're giving me $5 million to hush my ass up so that people won't get wise and don't know about this until like 10, 15 years later. God, I really can't relate to that, like that type of mentality, because it's like taking advantage of people. But then again, that taking advantage of people, that's how some powerful people get to the top.
A lot of most powerful people do that. I mean,
U.S. government. Anyway.
But yeah, it's sad. Like you said, we wouldn't know it because first of all, we wouldn't treat women like that.
No, because I wouldn't treat a human being like that, because that's a human being. If he
actually thought with his head and be like, well, what happens if this happens to my daughter? Am I going to be happy with that?
I think he does not give a rat's ass.
He
obviously
got to his head. The fame got to his head.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not that inside that man's head to know what the hell was going on. Like we can speculate till the cows come home, and we won't be hitting anything near why he actually did it. The fact is that we can judge the actions, and the fact that he's quote unquote retired, because we don't know if he's actually still pulling some strings behind the scenes.
I have a feeling that he's pulling something.
He might be orchestrating a comeback somehow.
I just don't see how that's going to work, especially with the Yes, he's the minority owner.
Yeah, he's the majority owner of the WWE.
But I just think if he does come back with all the reports that are still coming out, if he does come back, I don't think he.
Look,
I think the other owners are just going to leave.
Look, I'll say it this way: we remember the Hulk Hogan scandal back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't remember or don't care, I'm gonna dirty your mind even more. Anyway, Hogan was having intercourse, to say it in a more polite way, with a friend of his friend's wife, at the behest of said friend, mind you. So this wasn't like behind his back. But then it was revealed that there was a secondary purpose about that. Was that the dude and his wife were recording Hogan effing his wife to get money out of that. And the thing about the effing the wife, it doesn't matter. It was what it was. But the thing is what Hogan said in those videos. Like I don't know if it was pre or post sex, but they caught him saying the N-word. And that pretty much canceled him. I think he's one of the first cases of being canceled, right? I think he's one of the first cases.
One of those first ones.
Yes, because that thing happened way before Harvey Weinstein.
Way before, yeah.
Yeah, way before Harvey Weinstein, that thing happened. And They canceled his ass real quick. I mean, to the point that people were even making jokes about when the Hogan body slammed Andre. There was like, look, Andre the Giant body slamming himself. Because everybody's like, he who shall not be named.
But he also, I think that ended his marriage too.
No, not that. No, he was already divorced before that.
Was it?
Yeah, he was divorced already, way before that. Way before. He got divorced because the wife caught him effing his daughter's friend.
Oh, okay. I thought that was after.
No. He already was divorced. The wife caught him effing his daughter's best friend.
Well, there was a
girl that was practically raised in that house because they were friends since infancy. So to make things extra weird.
But supposedly, this is, she said bullshit was that supposedly the wife was doing it with the son.
With whose son?
That Hogan's wife, Linda, was doing it with their own son.
I didn't hear that one. That is levels of
I wouldn't. I saw it. I read it.
That is like levels of Targaryenism.
I was just like,
that is the.
I don't know about that.
That is Targaryen.
They supposedly had pictures and stuff.
Ew.
Well, no, not them doing it, but just like how close they were together, how lovey-dovey they were.
But that's the same thing they say about Hogan and his daughter. That's the same thing they say about Hogan and his daughter. That they're too close. Like he's still like putting ocean on her body in the beach, even on her ass.
Yeah, but the pictures that they had with Linda and son was a little bit. I mean, they were just touchy, grabby.
No.
I don't know how. I mean, if they're fake, then shit, that dude or whoever did that did a good job.
That's messed up. No, thank you.
I saw a couple of reports about it, but I didn't see it after that. Maybe.
No, thank you.
Maybe they made him hush about it.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, I thought that scandal with Hogan was after the fact. And I think they actually posted a video online with one of those sessions.
Ew.
If I remember correctly.
Ew. Like, what the hell's wrong with them?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they were just trying to get money out of Hogan.
Oh my God. Look, we live in a world right now that is pretty fucked up.
But I mean, this was back in early 2000?
Yeah, I mean,
it's just more fucked up now.
Yeah, and you really don't know people, man. Like people seem normal. You talk to people, they seem normal. They seem fine. And this is one thing I was telling. I think I talked to my wife about this a few days ago. Like, why do we listen to celebrities?
Because we hold celebrities to a higher demeanor because of their status.
Yet they are the most low life people on earth. Most of them. That I won't throw all of them under the bus. There are some very decent human beings out there that are famous and
in my head right now.
Yeah, Keanu. I would say Denzel Washington as well.
Jim Carrey.
There's a lot of decent human beings that are famous that didn't let that shit fuck their brains.
They knew where they came from and they kept their morals correct.
Exactly. But there's some people that have no moral compass. They're like, fuck it. And just jump in the fire, balls deep. They don't give a shit. And these are the people who are telling you what to do. And I'm like, when the hell did celebrities became the moral compass of a nation? When the hell that happened?
Like I said, people look at them at a higher stature and they're like, well,
yeah, but they're full of shit though.
They must know what they're talking about.
Look, they're full of shit though. One, their money is probably tied into whatever business deals that their agents had them do. I mean, yes, they hit it hard. They did their thing to get there.
Get that money too.
And then whatever they're at on top, guess what happens when people go on top? They want to stay there. They would like to stay there. And some would even go down to ways of through any means necessary, they'll degrade themselves, they don't give a shit. And look, I don't want to judge people. Like, we're all fuck ups. We all fuck up in one way or another.
We wouldn't be who we are if we didn't have some mistakes.
Yeah, but like, to sit on your high horse pretending like, no, I'm fine, it's these fuckers that are the problem. Like, no, we're all fucked up. We all have our shit that we need to get together. All of us have something that is fucking up royally. All of us are doing something that is not right. So to sit on your high horse and to judge people and condemn them just because they're not like you, is shady as fuck, in my opinion. It's shady as fuck. But also, I don't think that people who are going through shit should be telling other people what to do. Like, I'm not in no position to tell anybody what the fuck to do because I'm figuring out what shit myself. I'm trying not to fuck up.
Life doesn't come with a guidebook.
No, I know.
Instruction book.
I know, but what I'm saying is, like, for example, I'm gonna go there. I don't give a shit. It's my podcast, and plus, who's listening to this shit anyway? Who's listening to this shit anyway? So, like, for example, you weren't conscious by this time. We're talking about the 80s. I mean, you were spawned in this earth in the 80s, but like in the latter part.
88.
Exactly, in the latter part of that decade. But I did live through the whole decade, and I do remember, like in the 80s, like there wasn't a thing more hated and more condemning than a religious folk. Like, the religious folk were like exactly as the SJWs of this generation. Now, back then, like, they were the most judgmental SOBs under God's green earth. They judge everything, and people were like, F these people. F them. Because they're tired now. It's a bait and switch. Now, I mean, yeah, the religious people still talk shit. But the SJWs now, Jesus, they make the religious people look like, I don't know, like caricatures from a cartoon. Because they go to an extreme that, like, and I'm like, that's what happens when you sit on your high horse. That's what happens when you think of yourself as you think you got the high ground, therefore you think you can talk down to people and tell them what to do.
They think they know everything.
Exactly.
And they think their
their
way is the best way.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell a lot of people, not to cut you off, but I tell someone close to me. I tell him, I said, listen, we're not going to agree with everything. I don't agree with everything you say.
Yeah.
I'm not going to treat you any different. But do me a favor and try and you get upset, and I understand because I'm saying, or anyone else is saying, is they don't believe you. But what you're trying to do is push your beliefs on me.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, if I don't believe what you're saying, or I don't think of what you're saying is correct, that's, and if you think that what I'm thinking is wrong, then that's on you, but don't push your beliefs on me because I don't believe the same thing you believe.
And that doesn't also mean that we have to stop talking to each other. It's just that this one point that we don't come across with or don't agree with, that doesn't mean, well, fuck all of this then.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what makes this world great.
Exactly. Because you have perspectives.
We have different ideas, like you said, different perspectives, different ideas of how things are run.
Exactly.
And
all of them are valid to a point. All of them are valid to a point.
Doesn't mean I'm wrong. It doesn't mean you're right. It doesn't mean that you're
exactly,
wrong.
Because
I'm right.
Look, we're all figuring things out at the same time, and maybe your perspective can help in the greater thing of the bigger picture of things to help out and make this world a better place. But just because you have one point right, that doesn't mean that you have the whole shebang right. And we should be following your word at the letter. because like I don't. The thing is, this is the whole thing. I fucking hate imposing shit on people. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you're doing this right. Look, even if you're doing the rightest of right things, but if you're imposing it, it automatically turns into fuck you. It automatically turns into something negative because you can't impose right. You have to let people figure it out. But people are stupid. Duh. Yeah, we're all fucking dumb. But guess what? You can't help everybody. You can't make everybody think exactly like you. So you got to let them get there by themselves. It's going to take a little longer. Fuck yeah. But let them get there. Let them get there.
At the end of the day, we're all living our lives differently. And
Yeah.
what you do might not work for me.
Exactly. But there are some universal truths. Like, for example, treat each other with respect. That's
the number one rule.
That's a universal truth. So
treat me the way I can treat you the way I want to be treated.
We don't have to agree, but we just have to treat each other with respect. And I think even though back in the day there was a lot of racist pieces of, you know what?
There's still to this day.
Yeah, no, but compared to before it was way worse. Before it was way worse. But even in those days, look, for example, I can say I come from DR. In DR, we got everything under the sun. Everything. But, like, for example, do they discriminate gay people in DR? Like, other than calling them names, that's pretty much it. Like, for example, a gay person has the liberty to live the way they want to, dress the way they want to.
But they shouldn't. But it shouldn't come to a point that you're calling them names. Like,
no,
they're
but
still human beings.
I know, but Dominicans be done that way. But what I'm trying to say is this: although there are some pushback in certain places, in certain sections in the community in DR that badmouth them and talk shit about them, when push comes to shove, nobody, and I mean nobody, is out there trying to protest their rights to work, to have a life, to live with someone. Like, we don't give a fuck. So if you're gay, okay, they're going to talk shit. That's horrible that they're talking shit, by the way, not defending that whatsoever. But what I'm saying is that they'll let them live. They'll okay, you're dressing that way, the way you want to dress. Okay, fine. And they won't talk to them shit about in work. They'll let them work. Like, for example, in DR, a head supervisor on the entire floor was gay, and nobody said shit. Nobody said shit because we were like, if he's good on the job, that's all that matters. If
he treats me with respect.
Yeah, if we treat each other with respect, we don't give a shit. And that's what I mean by, like, treat individuals by their character. Like, if their sexual orientation is what, you're like, fuck it. That's their life. That's none of your concern. That's their life. That's none of your concern. That's their personal life. That's between them and God. And whatever, whatever, good, bad, I don't give a shit. That's their life. That's the way they want to live their lives. God bless them. That's it. Don't mess with that shit. Just let them be. But I ask the same towards me. You see, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like it's a double-edged sword. Yes, we should give people and let them live how they want to live, but also let me live the way I want to live, and not try to impose me into something that I don't want to do.
Yep.
So that's what I'm talking about. So with that, we're done with the politics at this time.
Yeah, I don't even see it more as politics. I just see it more as how the world is evolving. I mean, it's just, in one person, and it shouldn't be this way. One person can just ruin your whole day, but just the bullshit that they bring towards you because they're having a bad day or their life sucks. It's and we're in that, and we see that a lot because of our career that we're in right now.
Mm-hmm.
One person, well, I know for me, I don't know about for you. I mean, I know one person can fuck up the whole day for me with just one call.
Yeah.
And I'm trying my hardest to learn not to let it do that. Because each call or each person that we talk to during the day no matter if it's outside our career or if it's in our, in our career, is different. It's a
Yeah.
different person. It's a
Different
different personality,
mentalities, different
and
personalities.
you shouldn't put it on that next person that you're talking to.
Yeah. Don't expect don't expect to be the I don't even know how to say it. Don't predispose into being an ass,
Hmm.
or think that someone else is gonna be an ass.
Not even that. Don't carry that same energy to that next call,
Mm-hmm.
because it's bad energy, and you entering that next or talking to that next person, no matter who it is, shouldn't get that person the blunt of the because of that person. Just
Yeah.
treat it as a new conversation, or treat it as new. It's not right for me to curse you out because I just got in a fight with someone outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not right.
Yeah.
But I, if you get anything from this podcast, whoever's listening, just treat people the way you want to be treated. Treat them right, no matter what their sexual orientation is, no matter what their gender is. No matter, you know what I mean? At the end of the
Just
day,
like
we're
we're
all
all
people. We all have feelings.
exactly, we're all human beings. We all have a bad day. And don't judge people forever for that one bad day that they went blew off. Because you don't know what the hell happened. You don't know what the hell provoked that explosion. Something did, because that doesn't come out of thin air. Now, there's a difference between blowing off some steam one day and being that a daily occurrence every day, every every week, every month, and every year. That's a difference. That is what you call an asshole.
And that asshole either needs guidance to talk to someone.
Yeah, I mean,
Um, it could be their job. It can just be
it
their
could be
living
a
arrangement.
plethora
You
of
just gotta
things.
take yourself out of that situation and make yourself happy. No one should be living miserable,
It could be a plethora of things.
of course. But it's what you do to help yourself get through what you
Hmm.
need to get through, because no one deserves to be treated like shit because you're having a bad day or you're
Hmm.
just, like you call, an asshole.
Hmm. Well, changing subjects, you heard the stories that DC is going through right now, the movie division of DC after the new owners from because Warner Brothers recently merged with Discovery, so there's been new owners now, and they're like cleaning house, and one of the first things they did was eliminate Batgirl, the movie that was going to come out, and apparently they did a screening, and apparently people did not react to it well, and they decided to shelve a movie that which they wasted over $90 million.
Is that why? I
Yeah,
didn't hear about the merge. I just saw
yeah,
that because the person that was playing Batgirl,
yeah.
she was in another movie called. I mean, I know you don't like musicals, but
The Heights.
she was in The Heights,
Hmm. And she's Dominican or half
and she's
Dominican,
Dominican. Oh, half, yeah, some, I
half
don't know if she's full
Dominican.
or half, but she was one of the main characters in that movie. And when she put on her Instagram saying, "Yeah, the movie was shelved," I was like,
Hmm.
I mean, why would they
Yeah,
spend all this money
and
and advertise and do this and do that and just shelve it and just shove it down the
because
hole?
apparently the movie was dog shit. That was the review that everybody that saw the movie,
Yeah, but
the
why not try
screening.
to make at least come out even?
No, because they deemed the movie unwatchable.
Okay, no matter if it's okay, even if it's unwatchable or not, people who are DC fans, that are strong DC fans, that love Catgirl, Batwoman, or any
Batgirl.
of that, Batgirl, any of those people that love that character, you can break even no matter if it's unwatchable or not.
They won't even release it on HBO Max, man.
See now
It's a,
they now see now that's just a stupid
no, look. The
thing not
thing
to do.
is that the new heads of Warner Brothers are like, you know what? They are how do I say this? The rumor is that they want to eliminate all wokeness out of DC, and if you've been following the picture of what has been happening with movies and especially with the comic book companies in the past few years, it has been woke city. for the past few years, to even to the comics, are now unbuyable because they have pushed so much agendas into it. Like what we were talking about, don't force feed, don't force things on people's throat. They've been forcing shit on people's throat to the point now that people are like, I'm done. I'm done. Like me, for example, me personally, I haven't bought a comic since, I don't know, January. I haven't bought a comic since January, and I'm a geek. I am a uber geek. I've been a geek before it was cool, before it was watchable, before people knew who the Avengers were. I knew who the Avengers were before anybody knew who the hell the Avengers were. So, uh, and apparently the that Batgirl movie was wokeism 2.0. It was like very high on wokeism,
But
and
you just spent 90 mil.
they don't give. Look, the next one on the chopping block right now is the Flash, but that has a little bit more justification than the Batgirl because I really don't know. Like I'm just telling you,
Flash is a TV show that you can change.
No, I'm talking about the movie, The Flash.
Come out with a movie too.
Yes, Ezra Miller, the guy who played Flash in the Justice League movie and Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. That kid, and I say he's a kid, but he's actually an adult. He has some serious issues, like serious mental issues, and I'm not even joking. I'm not trying to be like funny. Like they've been like every week they just find a new rat sheet on this kid, and they find he held somebody on gunpoint, he threatened people with a knife, he did this, he was grooming kids. Yes, because he's bi. Ezra Miller is bi, so he's been grooming teenagers, but early teenagers. I'm talking about 13, 12, 14-year-olds, grooming boys to you know what. And it's been months and months with every week there's a new story about on this dude. And now Warner Brothers is like, what the hell we're gonna do with this movie? Because the movie, by the way, has been they showed to screen test, and it's good. The movie, they say it's good. Fans like it, but with all the bad press this guy Ezra Miller's getting, it's like it puts the film in jeopardy. And now they definitely are going to recast the part, but not they can't do the whole movie again because it's already done. It's in the can. The movie's in the can. The movie's done. So they're not going to refilm the whole movie again because they already wasted over $200 million in the movie. So if they're going to recast the whole movie, guess what? That means they're going to have to do the whole movie again. They're going to have to do the whole movie again. You think they want to waste that money again? So they're thinking about three options. Option one is have Ezra Miller do limited promotion for the movie and give the press a certain amount of questions that he can answer, but not go to where people would normally want to go. Option two is release the movie, but have Ezra Miller not show up in any press conference whatsoever. So promote the movie, but have him not there because they don't want to poke the bear. And option three is do the Batgirl thing and just can the movie altogether, which I believe is way too expensive. They've already wasted too much money on this movie for them to do that.
This dude does this fucked up things.
I'm telling you.
In 2020, a video surfaced since deleted tweet that appeared to show Miller strangling a woman and throwing her to the ground.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The video was confirmed by Variety to have been taking place at a bar.
Yep.
That he frequently visits in the city.
Dude is not well in the head.
He was arrested in Hawaii.
Yes.
Following the police said a physical altercation with patrons after having hurled something at clients at a karaoke bar, was charged with disorderly conduct and harassment. 3 weeks later, he was taken into custody for second-degree assault.
Yep.
He was arrested for throwing a chair which hit a 26-year-old woman and left a half-inch cut on her forehead after being told to leave during a private get-together. Miller was arrested 20 minutes after the attack during a traffic stop, the intersection at Highway 130 in Kailua Street. Just hours after his second arrest, Miller pleaded no contest to the karaoke incident and was fined $500 for disorderly conduct by judge.
Law-abiding citizen.
Dude needs to put into be, and I'm not, and like you said, I'm not joking here either. Dude needs to be put into a mental
institution
so he can figure out.
He's not right. He's not right.
He's not right. And I think the money might have gotten into his head that he's thinking that money can buy himself out of everything, and he definitely need to get some help.
And
if I was them, I would push the movie back. If it's good enough for you to make your money.
No, I think option 2 is the best option. Promote them.
Can it?
No, option 3 is can it. Option 2 is release the movie, but don't have him promote the movie. Just do it without him. Without him.
Yeah, but here's the thing. People have strong opinions about, okay, yeah, the movie is great, blah, blah, blah. But if the person that's the main character of the movie is so mentally ill like he is, and he continues doing stuff, they're not going to watch it.
Like
that's just my opinion. I seen people do that. I heard people saying, well, this guy is really fucked up. I'm not going to watch that movie. Why should I give my money to him?
He was already paid for what he did. So whatever he did with the money,
the company has to make the money back.
I know, but look, I'm just trying to see what is the best option in a very unfortunate situation because, look, right now,
back, but that's not one of the issues.
Right now,
if they have to show the movie, you're right. Option 2 is the best.
Yeah,
option.
Yeah, because they need to get their money back. Because, look, I know people will be like, "But why are you gonna promote this asshole?" I'm like, well, it's not so much this asshole because this asshole needs help, obviously, for everything we're
a lot of help.
This is obviously not normal behavior from any human being on any level whatsoever. But if we're gonna go through this route, like you have to go. Remember, at the end of the day, this is a business, and they put a lot of investment in this juncture on this material. They deserve to get some money back out of it. But at the same time, you have an actor who has done a piss poor job in his life right now with decision making and taking things, just throwing his life down the shitter by every single decision that he does. And now it is coming to haunt and destroy this which you created, which apparently is good, quote unquote. It's something good, but you're destroying. Like you're between like, should we cut our loss right now, or do we still try to make money out of this? You know,
what they need to do, and this is what they can promote it.
Like option 3,
but they have to to help him get help.
Yeah, and they have to recast that part for future movies because
they have to recast it. They try to save whatever you can, but as an organization, DC.
I mean, it is
Warner Brothers Studios, whoever the fuck is, part of it. They need to take him, and they need to actually help him get help, because it doesn't seem like he wants to do it himself. But yeah, you don't want to force someone to do it. But at this point, time, you have to save face.
But at this point, he needs help. He really, really needs help. What I just
read is disgusting. Throwing a chair and hitting someone and causing a half an inch of a freaking cut on someone's forehead, and you contest not guilty or something like that, and all you got is a $500 fine. You better be paying for that woman. She might need to get plastic surgery done, because you getting stitches on there. It's gonna leave a bad scar.
Like, look, all I can say is that dude needs help. Dude needs help ASAP, and the business side, well, I don't know, man. I really don't know. It's a hard decision, because You're trying to get your money back. You put an investment on. I guess if you had the red herrings or like if there was any kind of red lights or signals that this kid was normal, you should have done your homework on this. And I'm not talking about like checking his tweets and see if he's said something bad and cancel him for that. No, I'm saying is like if you seen
You had a video of him strangling a girl and throwing him on the floor. How do you not see that?
But this happened, I think, afterwards, after he already filmed the movie.
That was in 2020.
Okay, so yeah, they should just fire his ass.
Fire him, and it's re-fucking cast and just redo the whole movie. But now it's done.
It's done now, so it's gonna be a lot more difficult to get this done.
What you need to do is save face. Fucking get the movie out there without him, and get him into a freaking mental institution. Try to save money and tell him we're gonna help you do this, but we're done. So our partnership is done.
So Shutter Island his ass.
Yes. I don't know. I don't get the reference up. I think that's a movie, Shutter Island. But
DiCaprio, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah. But that's what they need to do. Save face. Try to make much money as they can back, and tell them we'll get you help. But after this, we're done. We can't do this.
Yeah.
And, it just can't happen. But he's never going to be in another movie again anyway.
Yeah, a little difficult for him to be in a movie now. It's like, he's castable.
I mean, there was this guy, I don't know if you've ever seen the show called Scandal with Kerry Washington. It was on ABC.
Heard of it.
She had this law group, whatever. One of the guys there, I forgot his name in life, he had domestic violence with his wife.
The actor or the character?
No, the actual actor.
Okay.
Had some kind of domestic violence charges against him. That dude, the next show,
dead.
Was done.
His character killed off.
Was done. I haven't seen him in anything else since.
Well, he effed himself then.
Just like football, Ray Rice was caught on camera, punched the living shit out of his wife on a camera, and it was in a hotel.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that one.
Drag his wife out of the elevator.
Yeah.
NFL career
done.
Over.
Done.
Never was even thought about being signed again. The dude was in the prime of his career. The prime of his career.
They Kaepernicked his ass. They Kaepernicked his ass.
Kaepernick was a whole different issue.
I know.
What they did to him is fucked up. And I'm not gonna get into that because that's politics. Yeah. That's.
Or Tim Tebow.
Tebow, but no one had a problem with Tebow doing what he was doing. But what they did to Kaepernick.
No, because Tebow was just being overly Christian. That's all.
Yes, but what they did to Kaepernick.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Fucked up because that dude, it was like Ray Rice. It wasn't like he was bad.
Exactly. He didn't do
some of the quarterbacks in the NFL now.
It's not like they found him like injecting himself ethanol or beating the crap out of his girlfriend.
He was kneeling.
He was just
because
kneeling.
Of the situation of what was going on in the country at the time, and they literally it was just like
they exaggerated the situation and they took it into a whole nother different meaning. I mean, I know the story about it because I remember that he himself consulted someone and said, like, what can I do? And he consulted, look, kneeling during the national anthem, that's not disrespectful to the flag. There's no disrespect on it. That's just like a way of expressing yourself. But
and a lot of people
took it the other way.
Take it that way.
Yeah, a lot of people took it the other way.
I have seen, or I've heard, people in the army because they were saying, well, it's terrible with these our soldiers do so much and blah blah, and stuff like that. And I heard soldiers that were with him saying, I don't take it as disrespect. I see it actually as an honor because we fight for freedom in this country, and this country doesn't have it right now.
In a lot of ways, it doesn't.
In a lot of ways. But
Mm,
that's the end of the politics. I'm going to get into it because
yeah.
it's not worth it. And this podcast is not.
This is not a downer. This
It's
is
not a
an upper.
downer. It's
We,
not for where we talk politics because if it was, I wouldn't be here.
me neither.
I'm here to talk about
It's
fun, talk about sports because
it
where
it
that relates to us.
it
Talk
just
about wrestling
yeah,
and
but it just ends up being talking about that shit because unfortunately we see freedom fleeting from this country little by little.
it's hard not to talk about it. But
Exactly, because we come like you're not as old as me, but we come from an age that we experience a lot more freedom before than what we have now.
but like I said, you've seen a lot more than I have. I mean, 10 years more than I have.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And things were a lot different before. Like this country, what it
in my
was 40 years ago.
I mean, I grew up in the '90s, and
No, I saw this because I lived
you
here when in the 80s, and in the 80s this was a much different. Like even here in Geekville where I live, things were so different. Like I remember I could run around in the street and play games with my friends until wee hours in the night, and nobody would bat an eye. Nobody would worry. Nobody. There was no problems whatsoever. You can
no
walk.
got an eye, no one saw color. You know what I mean? Like
Nobody gave a damn. We all
no one
treated each
gave a
other.
damn who you were,
We
what
all
color
treat each
skin color
other.
you were, what nationality do you were.
We can talk all the smack in the world, and nobody got offended.
You come like I said not the last week, but the week before. You came to my house and you were hungry. You were being fed.
Uh huh.
No matter what color you are, what race you were, or anything. You told my mother, hey, I'm a little hungry. Can I have this? And she'll cook you a meal. I was outside all the time. Night, the lights came down. I went inside to play my video games. But during the night, and I had this guy at my job, an old job of mine, call me racist. And
What?
I told him, I probably have more mixed in mixed and black people friends than you do. I said, my school, the mix of of nationality, the white people, to tell you the truth, were the minority. They didn't, you know what I mean? Like we were so mixed in Sleepy Hollow that it was crazy how mixed we were in that school. I could just imagine the numbers.
Hmm.
But we never, I never heard a fight because you were white or you were black or you were Spanish or you were yellow, orange, green. Never had a fight about that.
It was a non-issue back in the day. It was a non-issue, but unfortunately, things. I don't know.
I don't know where it came from. I'm not saying all people
Like
of
Jesus,
color,
like
of all people that are different nationalities
look
or
in the
whatever it is.
'90s. In the '90s, what were the best athletes? Black. Who was the best basketball player? Michael Jordan. Who were the best football players? Black people. Even in baseball, who were the best baseball players? Black people. Who were the best in track and field? Black people. Who were the best singers? Black people.
Oh, Whitney Houston.
White or black,
That
man.
that
Like
that was a powerhouse voice, and we all loved her. She wasn't just a
so
person that was loved by black people.
so what I'm saying
Everyone
is
loved her. Look at
that
Kevin Costner.
yeah,
He was in love with that girl. He should have married her. He said. I was one person that got away,
hmm.
and he's pissed about that. He goes, I should have married her. I should have taken her when I had the chance.
And probably will still be alive.
And she was still, and he blamed himself for kind of that. He goes, if I think it was during his funeral, her funeral, after her funeral, or something like that. He was talking. He goes, it pains me because if I would have done what I wanted to do when I had the chance,
she might have been still alive.
Might have still been alive today, and we would have still had her voice, and she would have been mine.
Mm.
He hated himself for that.
Jesus Christ, this is a fucking depressing podcast so far.
I mean,
this is fucking depressing.
Good note. I still see, still hearing. I actually was listening.
Hey, people are cutting their fucking veins right now as we speak. Hey, fuck this shit.
I'm actually watching Uncle Joey and how he used to tear up the roads with Ralphie May.
Oh God, he loved Ralphie.
That guy he loved to death. But there was no fucking stories about. They were talking about farting and shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are they talking about? He goes, yeah, Ralphie used to lace killers. He used to kill the room. I was like, oh my God.
He had to with that digestive system.
But that's another thing. Like his ex-wife came out and started bashing him and how bad of a person he was, and fucking Uncle Joey just was like, no, we're not doing this today. He goes, that dude would have gave me
so you probably saw the podcast they did for him in the church. What's happening now? When
or a part of it, because it was just like
Joey
Diaz,
and like three different comics defending Ralphie because she made a documentary about Ralphie, which painted him in a very dark light, and all of them went out there and defended Ralphie. I mean, Ralphie didn't have a tombstone until like a few years ago. He didn't even have a tombstone. He was in an unmarked grave because the woman wouldn't even pay for putting a tombstone on him. And this is a guy. I mean, yeah, he didn't take good care of himself. I'm not one to judge because, look at my ass, look at my fat ass. But
he didn't do anything to take care of himself.
No, but
I knew one thing: he was fucking funny, and he loved his kid. He loved his daughter.
Yeah, he loved his daughter. The wife, I'm not gonna speculate on that. I don't know her. I don't know him. I do know his comedy, and he was damn good. Again, the depressing shit. What the fuck?
No, but he was good, and that's what. But you have to see some of the shit that I have to send it to you from John Panette. You know about him?
Who's that? That another fat comic?
It was another fat comic. He died, but he lost weight. But he died because of pneumonia. Got into his lungs. But the dude is funny. I like his thing. I gotta send you this one skit. He was really big. He said he was doing this thing about 30 buffets in 30 days.
Oh my God.
That was one of his best skits. He goes into it. He goes, "Oh, we did one one with the Indian food." He goes, "Lovely people, but they don't know how to cook food." He goes, "Bring yourself a sandwich." Then he goes, "Oh, I tried the curry chicken." And then he goes, "It hit me like a fucking Chinese bullet train right to my ass." He goes, then I got up and I said,
like
"Where's
Taco
the
Bell
bathroom?" Yeah. He goes, "Where's the bathroom?" And they go, "Over there." He goes, "Oh God, please don't let me shit myself here in the middle of the lobby." And he goes, "Oh my God, there's a line." He goes, "They served all the curry chicken all at the same time. They should be rationing
I
that
think
shit."
I saw that one.
And he goes,
I think I saw that one.
And I heard Indian music coming out of the bathroom, and he went, "Ah."
That kind of reminds me, my friend, the one I mentioned you that I'm gonna do the tattoo for. Well, not me doing an actual tattoo on a person, but one of my drawings is going to be tattooed on her. That's what I mean, because I don't do tattoo. I'm not a tattoo artist, so forget that. Anyway, she was she was texting me one day and she was like, "So what you eating? Taco Bell?" And she was like, "Oh, the devil." Oh, so I guess you want to detox then? Like, what
Yeah,
are you talking
pretty
about?
much, dude.
Oh, like, what are you talking about? Like, you're gonna go. You're gonna be spending at least an hour in the bathroom. Like, what are you talking about? Like, dude, anybody that goes eat Taco Bell, that is just immediate expulsion. Like the system just go, nope, nope, no, 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 you're not staying in here. Get out, get out, get out of here,
Yeah,
get out of
pretty
here.
much.
You're practically it's just like just a tube that your body just becomes like a straw that it goes from one end to the other, and that's it. Like your body will keep whatever it will keep. Like okay,
Yeah, I
2%.
don't.
2% of this is not toxic.
Yeah,
Okay, so the rest
I don't eat their ground beef over there. If I do go to Taco Bell, I'll get chicken. Doesn't fuck me up as much. Or I go there and get their breakfast, which is not bad at all because it's eggs.
because you're afraid of the synthetic beef.
Pretty much. I don't need my ass on fire.
And God knows where they made those things.
Yeah. So I sent you that text. It's 80 it's around, what was it? What was the name of it? It's
John
Around the
Panette.
World in 80
Oh yeah,
Days.
yeah. I seen this one. Yeah. I saw it.
Wait, so watch some of his comedy though, because he'll he makes me laugh. Like when I first saw that skit right there,
Mm-hmm.
someone thought
1995.
something was wrong with me.
My God, 1995.
Oh yeah, he died I think in 2017.
Oh God.
But you see how big he was there? He died like half of that.
You know, Sam Kennison. You should watch him. That dude was a savage, especially the screaming part. You know his scream is primal. Just watch some Sam Kennison. He was a beast. He was a savage, and and he's always like, one of his stand-ups is like, you know, I have an issue with women. I got no problem with men. Men are buddies. And why are you always talking about men? Why are you talking about women so badly? Why you talking about women so badly, huh? Why you talking about women so badly? Sam Kennison. He said, because a guy never fucked me in the ass! He never fucked me! Ah! He starts screaming. He's great. But since we're already going to downers, I mean, if you haven't killed yourself yet, left of downers that we've been going through the whole fucking podcast, let me take you even further.
I'm gonna say another one. This guy.
Let me
have you
take
ever seen Arnez J?
Wait, I'm gonna train. I'm gonna make these people.
You just gotta take us there, huh?
I'm just gonna take these people down to the darkest path. I'm like, yes, let's culminate in a fucking death pact.
He's gonna take us all the way there.
So he was getting ready to do a comeback. The dude was, had his drug issues, but he was in rehab and he had like 9 months sober. He recently married and he was getting back in shape and doing some touring with his stand up. He already recorded a comedy album. So he was getting ready, and they were already starting calling him from movie studios to do movies. So his comedy career was getting back on track. So he was finishing a tour. He was on the way from Vegas, I guess, and this drunk kid came out of nowhere and slammed right in front of him, and he ate the steering wheel. He ate it, but he was conscious, and his wife was okay. But he didn't have any seatbelt, so that's why he ate the steering wheel. So his brother and his friend were right behind them. They were following him in the tour because his brother was his manager. So his friend took him out of the car, and it was like, Sam, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. So he was still conscious. So he told him, look, this doesn't look good. You might as well you lay down and rest. Said, no, man, I feel fine. I feel fine. Like, no, you should rest. Really, it looks bad. So, okay, I'll rest up. So he lays down in the side of the road, and then the guy says the dude starts a conversation with God. And he's like, but I don't want to go. So it's like you don't hear the other side of the conversation, but Sam Kinison is like, but I don't want to go. Life is doing good right now. Everything's fine. I'm like, no, it's not my time yet. It's not my time. And he just kept quiet and like listening to the other side of that. Okay, then. All right. Okay. And saying the final okay, that's when he died.
Wow.
That's how he died. So, yeah, that's a positive note. If you're going to die, go die with God. Talk to God first before you die. If you're dying, go talk to God first and make peace with him, and then everything will sort itself out in the afterlife. Whatever is left here in this world, well, fuck it. It ain't your concern no more. And on that note,
no, you gotta end it on a high note. That's depressing. But
hey, this whole fucking podcast has been a therapy session. Like Tony Soprano crying like a bitch. What high note do you want to end it? Like we're talking about the Joey Diaz touring stories. That's what you want to end it on, or choking.
He came out with a book.
Yeah, it hasn't come out yet. It'll come out next year.
He's coming out with a book.
It'll come out next year. What you want him?
Next year? What the fuck?
Yes, next year. It's
making a big ass deal now
because it's on pre-sale.
Fuck that, Joey. Give that shit to me now.
Hey, he don't control that. It's the publishing company that controls that. He just does his job because he already signed the contract. That's all he can do. So yeah, what story do we talk about? Him choking the nun?
Fuck this shit.
Fuck you, bitch.
I'm already fucked up now. I'm gonna get in trouble now.
Fuck you, bitch.
Oh.
The day God made Joey Diaz, he rested of all endeavors. It was like, yeah, never again. Never again.
That guy needs to come out with another special or something.
He's dead against it. He's like, he doesn't like the idea of doing a special. He just wants to do stand up now, though. Thank God he's come back.
We need to see it. Not everyone can go to his freaking stand ups.
Well, he lives in North Bergen. You want to go?
Hey, Joey, can you just do something for us right now?
He'll just show up with a 45 like, get the fuck out of my house, you motherfuckers. Get the fuck out of my house.
You motherfuckers.
You cocksuckers. Oh, yeah.
See, that was a high note.
So yeah. So this has been the Husky Bible Podcast. Remember to visit our website at huskybiblepod.com. Remember also to follow the link on our TeePublic store where you can get all the goodies, the new logo for the podcast, stickers, what have you.
My stickers on my laptop.
Yeah.
Yours is on the way.
Yeah. So buy T-shirts, stickers, what have you. They carry all the sizes in the world. If you're a big guy or a small guy, little guy, middle guy, whatever, they got your size. They got you. They got good customer service. Tell them about that, Jonathan.
Oh, yeah. Good customer service. If you don't get your like I didn't get my stickers from the first order that I did, they sent me 3.
There you go.
They just was like, here, have 3.
There you go.
On us.
And that helps a brother out. That helps the guy that created all this stuff out. You know, they'll trinkle a little bit of that to me, and I'm in the process of bringing my family here, so I need all the money I can get. So, okay. So, give me money. Give me money.
Money.
Give money here.
Ching.
King, give us money. Money now. Money now.
Ching, okay? Ching.
No, chong. I want all the money. I want all the money. Like, wherever the hell they're printing that money, give that shit to me.
We don't want no fake stuff either.
No. We want the real stuff. That thing ain't based on the gold standard anymore. So they can print an unlimited amount of money. They don't give a shit.
Oh my God.
They don't give a fuck. So keep printing, like 50% for the nation, 50% for me. Print that shit for me. Hey, if you're gonna dream big. Dream big if you're
Go
gonna
big or
dream.
go home.
Yeah. So yeah, that all that stuff, the social media, Husky Barbu Pod, Instagram, Twitter, my social media at that Ariel Duran, Instagram, Twitter, and yours.
Johnny Boy 426 on Instagram.
There you go. So there you go. Everything has been promoted. Everything has been said, and I hope that you guys are not bleeding yourselves to death in the tub.
Sorry that the first one back after vacation had to be so deep, but
yeah. But hey, you're alive, and that's what counts. So
I missed you guys,
Yeah. So we have to. Yeah, every once in a while, you need a kick in the ball sack.
You need to kick on the ball sack and be like, be nice to each other.
Yeah, and learn that you
Treat
have
each other with respect.
You kick yourself in the balls, you're alive.
Oh man, that must hurt.
You kick yourself in the balls, I'm alive. I feel it.
It make you throw up, but you're alive.
Yeah. All your insides go outside, but hey, you're alive.
Oh man. On that note,
this has been the Husky Baboos podcast. Number at what is this? 83. Oh yeah, 83. So next week we shall you will listen to us talking. You will just sit there and listen.
Number 84.
Yeah. Getting close to that 100 mark. Getting close.
Just remember this will be out Mondays now, right? That's what
yes. Mondays at 8 a.m. So
and
don't be
change so we talk more about
current events and not events of 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Current events, not events that happened 2 weeks ago that have no concern on us whatsoever. So yeah. So again, this has been the Husky Barbu podcast. Us both, Husky Barbus, Ariel and
Jonathan,
saying goodbye, take care, and don't lose your temper on stupid people. Just do you good and do good unto others, and don't kill each other. That's
good week, everybody.
Take care.
Peace out.